It's the co-meet event. We got Tanner, the Bulldozer Boser, taking on Ovince St. Preux, Ovince Von Flew. You know him as OSP. And, let's give just a quick shout out to OSP. This is a dude who's always game, always down to step up when the UFC needs him most. And, they're doing the same thing here because, as we know, Tanner Boser originally had a different fight. He was supposed to be fighting against Maxim Grishin. And, Grishin had to pull out. They hit up OSP despite it being a weight class above, and obviously OSP takes this fight. So OSP true tough guy points right there, and it's going to be interesting to see how his skill set stacks up against Tanner Boser because the last time we saw Boser, that was just a couple weeks ago, right? He lost a close split decision to Ilir Latifi, but in a fight with Ilir Latifi, you're not going to take a lot of damage. You're just going to get hugged. You're going to get pressured. You're going to get laid on for 15 minutes. So for the Bulldozer being able to jump back into it so quickly, despite coming off a split decision 15-minute loss just recently, not the craziest thing in the world. And he's a favorite in this one against OSP. So what are your thoughts on this one? I think it's closer than the odds might indicate, but are you going with OSP or is the Bulldozer going to run him over?
Yeah, this is a very interesting fight. They're about 10 years apart. Tanner, slowly in his prime, getting, up there. And OSP's kind of out the back door. He's about to push 40 soon. He's coming off that loss. But I got to go with OSP. I think this is a whole other level big step for Bozer, in my opinion. Bozer should get it done, but I don't know. He's been looking like a boozer, bozer, dozer, absolute snoozer lately. So I don't have any hype or faith in this kid. I think he's an absolute snoozer, and I think he's gonna get submitted third round. He's gonna get a little taste of that Von Flu from the OS poo, and I think he's just gonna get it done. I don't think Bose is ready for this level of caliber. But it does seem that UFC is kind of throwing the ultimatum for both these guys. Like, hey, OSP, like you're getting old. Let's see if you can still compete with these young pups. Hey, young pup, you're kind of a bum. You got one more chance. If you don't get this win, you're getting cut back to Bellator with that 3-fight losing streak. So we'll see how this works. I'm very excited though. This is gonna be a fun fight because either OSP's getting knocked out first round or the one pump chump is getting subbed in the later. But yeah, I gotta go with OSP.
Yeah, not quite sure. It's back to Bellator, maybe to Bellator for the Bulldozer, the Bellator Bulldozer Bozer, but we'll see how this one plays out. Very fascinating because you touched on how in OSP's last fight, it was against Jamal Hill and he was TKO'd stiff. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think you picked OSP in that one. I went Jamal Hill, and then in this last one, you went with Bozer. I went with Latifi. So of course, knowing that you're going OSP in this one, I gotta roll with my absolute boy, Tanner Boser, the bulldozer. He's gonna get this one done. I think that having the weight advantage is going to be significant in this one. And even though OSP is a big, strong, tough, durable dude, I see the bulldozer, chopping away at those legs and maybe, learning a little bit from Latifi and getting some dominant positions on the mat as well. I will be a little nervous to. I'm just hopeful that he doesn't walk right into one of those Von Flu chokes because it always seems like guys might have OSP down. They think they have him in a dominant position, but nonetheless, somehow it always escapes their mind that you're not safe. OSP is setting up that Von Flu. So I hope that Bulldozer can be smart if and when this fight does hit the mat. But ultimately, I got to roll with the 63% that's going with Tanner Boser. Majority of it's Brown. They think they're going to shut that. He's going to shut the lights off of OSP. Do you think that Boser's best chance is by KO TKO? Do you think he can win any other way, or is OSP winning this thing outright no matter what?
Yeah, I think Bozer's best chance is KO. But KO TKO. But it wouldn't surprise me if he does get it done decision. OSP hasn't really been looking the best. But I mean I don't know. Bulldozer hasn't been looking good either. OSP is going to absolutely dismantle this bomb.
Fair enough. We shall see how this plays out. He's going with OSP. I got the Bulldozer Bozer. I think it's redemption for this machinery, but we'll see how this co-meet plays out. Check out the other vids, Meat Boys. Grill that slab subscribe button if you're new, and see you in the next vid.